Friends, welcome to this spiritual discourse held on Sunday, August 18, 2024 at the Greater Toronto area. I would like to discuss today the relationship between master and disciple. Master, also known as Guru in Sanskrit and Hindi and Punjabi. Disciple, also known as Chela. What is a guru? A guru is he who finds himself in the soul of his disciple. What is a disciple? A disciple is he who loses himself in the heart of his guru. As we travel down the path of Sant Mat or teachings of the saints, we begin to realize that there is a play of creation with two central characters and some people acting as supporting roles. The two central characters are master and disciple, and each one of them has a specific role to play in life. What is the role of the master? The master must act as an intermediary between the absolute supreme being, also known as the ultimate creator, and the disciple. The master is a medium between the ultimate creator and the human soul. Why? We as human beings, we do not respond well to abstraction. There is no way we can fall in love with an abstract idea or concept. Therefore, the absolute supreme being sends a living master to the physical world to interact with his prospective disciples. The master accepts the job lovingly. He comes to the physical world and he starts interaction with prospective disciples to include the pivotal gift of spiritual initiation. The master was given by the absolute supreme being a list of marked souls. These marked souls are meant to be spiritually initiated by the master and with the constant help wise guidance, noble inspiration, and supreme leadership of the Master, the disciple starts his spiritual journey from the physical world to the true home. The Master also has a very important role to play. The Master offers the disciple divine protection. According to the universal law of karma, we have accumulated an enormous warehouse of karmic debts that must be repaid in full before we are allowed to transcend the mind and Maya in order for us to return back to our true home, to Sachkhand, where we will be eternally merged with the Absolute Supreme Being. Now, what is the role of the disciple in this play? The disciple has 3 different functions, and they are all part of good discipleship: effort, attention, and faith. To be a good disciple, we must exercise maximum effort we could do so that we could be on the spiritual path. To be a good disciple, we have to develop a powerful attention. Attention is extremely important in Sant Mat. And to be a good disciple, we have to have living faith in our Master. Living faith, not blind faith. Living faith is developed through your personal experience. After all, the spiritual journey is a personal experimentation of consciousness. The Master will create miracles in our lives, both innerly and in the outside physical world. Miracles. What do I mean by miracles? They could be through coincidences. Some coincidences happen in our lives whereby we have a certain thing in our mind and then suddenly we find the solution to our problem through coincidences. And as far as innerly is concerned, through experiences during meditation as well as during our sleep at night, through dreams, which are actually spiritual experiences. The Master is the purest love and the greatest mystery in our lives. We have no idea for how many hundreds or even thousands of years our souls want to merge with the ultimate creator. And finally, the perfect living master shows up in our lives because we cannot find a master. The master finds the disciples. When the disciple is ready, the master appears. In our worldly efforts, the mind seems to be stuck and emphasize about two things: results and rewards. The human mind will ask, why not for meditation? The answer is twofold. First, how do we know that we are not having spiritual progress during our regular practice of meditation? The second thing is, meditation is not a worldly activity. It is rather a spiritual activity done by the mind. And therefore, we cannot evaluate meditation using worldly criteria. The Master asks us to be regular in our daily meditation practice. And He's only asking us to do meditation with love and devotion. Meditation done mechanically will not be very fruitful for us. Two things that the disciple has to cultivate: obedience and love. We as disciples have to be obedient to our Master because the Master asked and we promised. We cannot judge our spiritual progress. The Master tells us, disciple, you do your best and leave the rest. Only the Master knows where we have reached in our spiritual journey. Only the Master knows where we have arrived during our spiritual journey. Only the Master knows what levels of human consciousness we have experienced. We do not have to be too much concerned with that. Again, the disciple has to have three important components: effort, attention, and faith. The Master tells us, disciple, you do your best and leave the rest. It is extremely difficult for us to know who is a Satguru or a perfect living master. There are literally thousands of masters and enlightened spiritual teachers in the world nowadays. You Google Sadhguru and you get approximately 20 million results about a Sadhguru. Dr. Ishwar Puriji, our beloved master, has explained that there are certain criteria that we as disciples can use and utilize in order for us to know whether our master is a Sadhguru or a regular master. Number 1, a perfect living master is loving, merciful, and compassionate at all times to all human beings. Number 2, a perfect living master never establishes any cults in the world. Number 3, a perfect living master never claims he is a master. Number 4, a perfect living master never tries to improve the physical world. Number 5, a perfect living master has a completely open heart and mind. Number 6, a perfect living master never charges any money for spiritual endeavors. Number 7, a perfect living master pulls his disciple through the magnificent power of unconditional love. A perfect living master is a human being who has the totality of consciousness at all times. Friends, it is extremely important to attend satsang on a regular basis. The mind is so powerful. It tries to distract the disciples from their absolute priority in life, which is the spiritual journey. In addition, when we have a satsang, our master is present here and now and forever. Let us always remember that this physical world is ephemeral. It will disappear. It is not real. It is Maya. It is illusion. And how do we know that? By following the spiritual path of Sant Mat, with love and devotion, we begin to realize that this world, with all its misery, pain, and suffering, is not real. Friends, at this time, I would like to ask all of you to please join me in a 5-minute meditation session. Those of us who have been spiritually initiated by a master, please gently close your eyes and mentally repeat your Simran with love and devotion. Also, please try to imagine the eyes and the forehead of your master while mentally repeating the Simran. Those of us who have not yet been spiritually initiated, please choose any mantra or any word that is extremely dear to you, and please repeat this word mentally with love and devotion. For both initiates and seekers, your attention should be pulled to the third eye center, which is in the center of the head, behind the 2 physical eyes and between the 2 physical ears. Do not focus on the third eye center. Instead, please pull your attention on the third eye center. Please begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please open your eyes. Welcome back. Friends, I have been receiving numerous emails about worldly problems happening to numerous satsangis. And these problems seem to be extremely serious. Physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual problems. I would like to kindly remind all of you Ishwarji's 2-word mantra, so what? So what? We all have our own problems. We have to have problems to be in the physical world. Zindagi kabhi khushi, kabhi gam. Life is a mixture of happiness and sorrow. It cannot be all happiness, otherwise it would have been in heaven. It cannot be all misery, otherwise would have been in hell. It is a combination of good and bad. Some of us experience good more than bad. Some of us experience bad more than good. It depends on our effort, attention, and faith. effort by practicing our daily meditation with love and devotion, attention by focusing on the spiritual path, and everything else will get improved. And by faith, having faith, living faith in our Master. Friends, this concludes the spiritual discourse. I would like to wholeheartedly thank each one of you for graciously coming today while Mother Nature is showering us with rain. And that reminds me of Ishwarji, who once said, "Rain is abundance, sawan." May the love and the grace of our dearest Master, Param Sant Sadguru Ishwar Puri Ji, be always upon us. Thank you.